Hello everyone, welcome back to Tartan Samurai Gaming, and we're starting on a new playthrough project today, Soul Calibur 2 for the PlayStation 2. This came out a little bit after Tekken 4, but you'll notice graphically it's a similar high fidelity. It looks really nice, and it's quite a good story to it as well.
Soul Calibur 2.
So, today we're just going to run through arcade mode just to give you an idea. But if you're a fan of the Spawn character from comic books, then you might be interested to know that this character here, Necrid, is actually created by Todd McFarlane, the creator of Spawn. So let's have a look at him today. Let's see how we get on. He's got two different costumes. We'll go with that one because it's a bit more Spawn-like. So there we go. And what you can do is during that face-off sequence, you can actually press any of the 4 face buttons to get your character to make a different response. So whatever growl Necrid made there, that was because I pressed triangle. So Soul Calibur is much more simplistic in its controls than Tekken. You've got punch buttons, you've got a designated block button. You've also got the option of performing ring outs and power moves, and it's, yeah, one of those games, very easy to pick up and play, very hard to master. So I think Necrid's weapon, each character has their own weapon, but I think Necrid's weapon is just his claws. That seems to be the extent of it. Although he does have a blade that he seems to be able to form out of that weird demon arm that he's got. Okay, so we take the first fight. He looks angry. Yes. Yes, indeed.
To create a hardened warrior.
You get these lovely little voiceovers before every fight as well.
If you were to live, battle 1, fight.
Well, that was like an axe that I formed there by the looks of it. Oh, he's got an uppercut as well. Right, okay, so it's like an axe weapon that you can use. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, they're definitely leaning into the kind of Spawn thing here, sort of Spawn stroke Venom, where he's able to fashion weapons out of his own body. It's interesting. Not exactly Todd McFarlane's most original character, but I like the design. It's creepy. Creepy, but still comic booky enough that you can get away with it in a game that's not R-rated. There we go. So we move on to the next battle. So the basic plot for Soul Calibur 2 is that all these different characters are brought together to try and fight for this sword, the Soul Calibur, which is powerful but has a darkness to it. Kind of similar to the Soul Edge from the original PlayStation game. Voldo is a very weird character. Definitely looks like a rejected concept for a Resident Evil boss. Kind of Nosferatu look about him that is just strange. There's also the fact that he's apparently blind, but he can still fight. It's, yeah, he's a strange one.
You win. Battle 2, fight.
Ooh, I like that uppercut move. Yeah, Voldo was being difficult there. is a strange one.
Final battle. Fight.
There's just something about the way he walks as well. It's very unnerving. Oh, we're in trouble here. This could be over very quickly either way. Yeah, I think we're using a continue here. Yes. Oh well. Not bad considering the first time I'm ever playing as this character, so. And this is a game I haven't played for about 15 years before today, so. So in addition to the arcade mode, there's also the Weapon Master mode of this game, and the original Soul Blade stroke Soul Edge had a similar thing where you could collect weapons by fighting through different characters in the game and going around the world map. Whereas in Soul Calibur 2, it's a much more kind of it's a much more involved and much longer mode. The original version of it in Soul Blade, you could play through that in about maybe an hour. Whereas this one is a good few hours investment, but we'll do a playthrough thought of it at some point to let you see it. And the good old ring outs are back. I have no idea what he's saying.
Versus Cassandra. If the love for her family is power, then no one is stronger.
Now I'm gonna go put my neck out here and say that Necrid looks a bit stronger. I'm sorry. You can say love conquers all, whatever, but no, I'm going for the big monster with the axe for an arm. That'll be a knockout. There's a couple of I believe there's a couple of Tekken characters actually in this game as guests. I think Yoshimitsu and Heihachi are both playable in this game. So we'll have a look at them at some point over the next little while when we do playthroughs with different characters. Because I'm interested to see how a Tekken character translates to this very different, much simpler and more direct fighting system with weapons. I mean, Yoshimitsu's got his katana, so that's easy for him, but Heihachi doesn't usually use weapons, so I'll be interested to see how they handle that. It's not over, it's only one each. Oh, that's a nice little combo. Yes, and I now know how to do it consistently, so that's a win. Right, one hit, come on. There we go. Sorry, Cassandra, you are out. And Necrid moves on.
Versus Ivy. A difficult journey lies ahead of her.
I think Ivy uses a whip, if I remember right. Could be confusing her with a character from Toshinden.
Battle 1. Fight.
Yeah, it looks like I've got her mixed up with another character. I'm sure there was a character in this that uses a kind of whip sword or something. If it's not Ivy, maybe it's somebody else. Oh no, it is a whip sword that she's using, yeah. So yeah, yeah. Alright. Kind of similar to the weapon that Jean Reno's character uses in Onimusha 3, if you've seen that playthrough on the channel. If not, go and watch it. Great game.
Battle 2. Fight.
juggling is a bit easier in this game than in Tekken as well, especially if you play as one of the bigger characters. And that's 1-1.
Final battle. Fight.
So if I remember right for this game, Heihachi was the exclusive character for the PlayStation version, and Spawn was the exclusive for the Xbox. So yeah, and they did a similar thing with, I think it was Soul Calibur 4 when they got the Star Wars license. It was like you had Darth Vader on the PS3, and then you had Yoda on the Xbox 360. Now, of course, by that point, DLC was a thing, so they sold the characters separately as well. I never actually got to play as Yoda because I didn't have a PSN account at the time when I played Soul Calibur 4. Huh. Okay, Raphael, you're just asking for a kicking, son, with that kind of arrogance. He does have a very cool looking sword, though. I like swords with a basket hilt. That's impressive. Kind of Scottish looking. He's obviously meant to be French, I think, but he looks pretty Scottish. Although if a name like Raphael, he's probably more likely to be Italian, isn't he? I don't know. Anyway. And we're fighting in Egypt for some strange reason. Oh, sometimes it's best just to not ask too many questions, just enjoy the game. Especially when it comes to fighting games, because plot is not their strong point. Oh, I might be in trouble here. Yep. No, he lured me in well there, and then used the thrusting to put me over the edge. Big talk from a small man. Let's see how you like being dropped out of the ring. There we go. I'll settle just for the knockout.
Versus Talim.
So this is your destined battle. Each character has a destined battle, as in a character that they're meant to personally confront.
What are you? You're human, aren't you?
Battle
It's
one.
debatable.
Fight.
I'm kind of intrigued to finish the game with him to find out what Necrid actually is.
My heart is still pounding.
Battle 2. Fight.
Yeah, I am getting a kick in here. It's funny how often that happens in fighting games, that the small cute characters are the most brutal fighters.
Who's responsible for this?
Well, I think you are. Okay, back into this now.
Don't worry, Talim. Believe in yourself.
Battle 1. Fight.
I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but I seem to be winning. Just. KO.
You win. Battle 2. Fight.
Another interesting feature of the Soul Calibur series is these different shaped arenas. Like, you can get a ring out in this level, but you can only do it at one end of the arena. You know, it's surrounded on three sides by like these church walls, but at the back wall there, you can still get a ring out.
Final battle.
It's beautifully animated as well throughout, as you can see. It really is a gorgeous game, even by today's standards, I think. You know, the character models are a bit blocky, but I think it holds up pretty well. And the backgrounds are gorgeous. Yeah.
You lose.
Right, let's try this again. We'll get there, don't worry.
Fight.
Okay, it wasn't pretty, but we got there. 1-0.
You win.
Whatever you say, big man, I'm not going to argue with you. Ouch. What is that pathetic drop kick thing that he keeps doing? There we go, KO. Necrid wins.
You win.
So now he's magically whisked away to the final boss. So this is Inferno. And he basically goes through a series of different forms as you fight him.
Versus Inferno.
So this is the last boss.
The seal was broken, and a new era of terror has begun. Final battle. Fight.
So as you can see, first of all, he's using Nightmare. 'Cause he's got the Soul Edge sword. But once we take away about a third of his health, he will change into a different character. There we go. Right, so who's he going to take on next? It's random, usually, I think.
Fight.
Okay, looks like Cervantes. Unless there's another Twin Swords character that I don't know about. I don't think I'm winning this one. Well, the last boss fight is only one round, by the way. So, don't worry, we get to use continues, but yeah, it is only one round. Because you've essentially got to knock out 3 characters, so...
Final battle. Fight.
Okay, Mitsurugi this time by the looks of it, with the katana. I can remember most of the characters from this game, but I am not anywhere near as familiar with Soul Calibur as I am with Tekken, so... Okay, who is he now? Astaroth, I think, the big mad Axeman. Astaroth is very big, but also slower than a weakened solitary, if you can catch him. Okay, let's try this again.
Fight.
I'm not sure who this is meant to be, but it's like the... Well, whoever it is, I've just beat them. Okay, who's it going to be next?
Fight.
Oh, it's Nightmare again. As you can see, he's very powerful. Almost distressingly so. Right, but we got him down to his final form. Now who's it going to be?
Fight.
Okay, looks like Ivy. Yeah. Ah, just got me. But we're getting closer. We are getting closer.
Lose. 9.
Kinda looks like the love child of Skeletor and Ghost Rider, doesn't it?
Final battle.
Oh, Yoshimitsu. Okay, good shot work at him. Who's next? Maxi? Right, we're doing much better this time around. Right, go for another slow character. Give us Astaroth or something. Come on.
Fight.
Yes. Almost got him. It's a perfect! That's how you beat a final boss. So let's see the ending. So Inferno is down and the sword is ours. But what happens? What's going to happen to Necrid? So that's the Soul Edge. Soul yearning for repose. Necrid sought the pieces of Soul Edge. At long last, Inferno appeared before him. A warrior's blood in his honour, long forgotten memories, and reason reawakened within him. Oh, is he going to get his humanity back? Victorious against the heinous Inferno, Necrid solemnly closed the opening to the void, and thus he disappeared into that darkness, taking with him the Soul Edge. Alright. So I guess we're going to have to wait for part 3 to find out what actually happens to Necrid. But looks like he did good in the end. Okay, so that was Soul Calibur 2 with Necrid. And we've unlocked a profile for him as well. Let's just have a quick look at that before we finish up today. So we can go into the museum mode and look at character profiles. So let's see. Alright, so you can choose his own weapon, whatever. So. Whoa. Okay, character profile. So, age unknown, birthplace unknown, height 6'5", weight 238 pounds, birth date unknown, blood type changed by the void, weapon Enigma, weapon name Maleficious. Okay. Discipline self-taught. Family does not remember, actual parents long deceased. He was a warrior that managed to reach Soul Edge. The energy of the evil blade, however, poisoned his body and mind, and he became something other than human. Right, so he got transformed by the sword, okay. Warrior, now a bloodthirsty abomination, sought the one thing that gave solace to his constant pain, the fragments of Soul Edge. His only thought was to complete every piece he could find. Alright, so basically, the sword has driven him mental and turned him into an ugly monster. Alright, I can roll with that, that's an interesting enough story. Okay, so that was Necrid, played through Soul Calibur 2 on the PlayStation 2. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, all of that nonsense. Let me know if there's any other characters you want to see particularly. I can do this in any order. I'm going to cover all the characters eventually. This will become another casual, occasional series like Tekken 4 did. So I hope you enjoy that. And please don't forget to check out all the other content we have here on Tartan Samurai Gaming. Until then, thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.